This video is about playing the long game. Please do not sacrifice your health in terms of strength, any exercise, nutrition, mindset, or recovery for the short-term game, because you're going to end up with a long-term repercussion that you do not want. Remember, you always get a result. Make sure to get the result that you do want, not the one that you don't want. And the one that you don't want is kind of the one that we're all bound to get. It's the default. It's the one that we're bound to end up with if we don't actively plan and do what we need to do whether we want to or don't want to do it in order to get to where we want to go. So you always get a result. So when it comes to exercise, mindset, nutrition, or recovery, do not crash diet down because we know that we're going to upslope back and we're going to gain it all back in a more negative way. Don't use drugs that you don't need. You know, drugs are only there to not kill yourself. Go through the struggle of the mindset of that journey so that you become everything that you already are. Let your power expose itself to the rest of the world. And when it comes to your sleep is where the magic happens. But if you're using drugs to put yourself to sleep, you're playing chemical warfare on your mind. Go through the struggle of getting yourself to where? Go through that obstacle, push through that obstacle to get to where you can sleep soundly, because these are all signals. Crash dieting, sacrificing your movement quality for a short-term strength, that you're going to end up with a result that you didn't want, called a consequence. Okay, the repercussions of sacrificing your health for a short-term gain it just ends up with these huge long-term repercussions that you do not want and you do not need. So please play the long game. When it comes to your strength training, drop 10%, focus on the movement quality, focus on the proficiency of how your hips are moving, how your knee is moving, how your shoulder is moving, the position of the weight, okay? So that you're actually getting more out of this because you're playing that long game. When it comes to your nutrition, play the long game. Don't try to crash diet down, okay? You're gonna mess with your hormones, you're gonna mess with your sleep patterns, you're gonna mess with all the things or your recovery that you need. The recovery is where the magic happens, right? You don't gain strength, you don't lose fat, and you don't get faster or any other results in the gym. You get it when you're actually sleeping and eating and recovering. Okay, so when we look at this stuff, don't try to sacrifice stuff for the short-term gain. Okay, don't go for the 6 week. Oh, I'm gonna lose all this weight in 6 weeks and then I'm gonna keep it off forever. No, what happens is you put yourself on a 1,200 calorie diet, you crash down, your body ends up going, okay, well, we can live on this. This is what became normal. Then you go back to eating your old way and you blow back up again past where you were at the beginning. That's the long-term repercussion that you do not want to have to deal with. So please play the long game. Okay, we are in this to help you with your health. Please play the long game. If you're interested in working with us, go to gritgym.com. But the long game is where it's at. From a hormone, from a life, from you want the product, so we want to be in a hurry to get to the gym. But once we're there, we want to play that long game. So decrease your weight by at least 10% and focus on the proficiency of the movement. When it comes to nutrition, go through the struggles of building a lifestyle, not going on a crash diet. When it comes to your mindset, don't rely on drugs. And when it comes to sleep, don't rely on drugs. Go through the journey and the obstacle to push yourself to the place where you're learning about yourself, how to think and how to analyze the world around you. And then when it comes to your sleep, so you can actually get to sleep and get the magic out of everything that is there. But if you're interested in working with us, go to gritgym.com. We'd love to have you. We want to help.